Let's make pancakes for breakfast. I have my sugar in a bowl. That's some salt. I put some salt in it. So first of all, I want to put all my dry ingredients together. Let's do a quick mix of the flour. That's 2 cups of flour. We mix that together. So we're making fluffy pancakes for breakfast. Yeah, that's the flour done. I'm gonna turn that into my bowl. There we go. I want to put all the dry ingredients in one bowl. So that's the flour. I need 3 tablespoons of sugar. I don't want to make it too sweet because the onion will be going over it and the kids might want to use the pancake syrup. So we don't want it too sweet. At the same time, we don't want it too bland. So 3 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to be putting my baking powder. We need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Teaspoons of baking powder. So what I'm trying to do is put all the dry ingredients together in one bowl because I don't want to overmix my batter. So once that baking powder is in there, we're going to whisk that together. So for these fluffy pancakes, we're trying to activate the baking powder. And what do we need to activate that? We'll be using buttermilk. So this recipe, I'll use buttermilk instead of normal milk. Buttermilk you can buy ready-made from the shops. This is a Tesco brand. You can buy normal milk and make your buttermilk at home. To make your buttermilk at home, you need your fresh milk and lemon juice, or another thing you can use to make your buttermilk at home is vinegar. If you had 1 tablespoon to 1 cup of fresh milk, you have your buttermilk. 1 tablespoon of vinegar or 1 tablespoon of orange juice. So in another bowl, I'm going to have my wet ingredients together. I'm going to whisk my eggs first. We're using 2 eggs for this recipe. You want your eggs and your milk in room temperature. You don't want it cold. If it's cold, it's going to affect the mixture. Like I said earlier, you don't want to mix your batter too much so it doesn't get stiff. Okay, that's completely whisked. We're going to next put the buttermilk. For this recipe, I'll be using 2 cups of buttermilk. 200 ml of buttermilk. This recipe can be made without a scale. You only need your measuring cups. So here, 200 ml, that's a 250 ml cup. There we go. So the difference between buttermilk and fresh milk, buttermilk is pretty thick. Buttermilk helps to activate, as you need, it's an acid activating ingredient. So you need that to activate the baking powder or baking soda, whatever you use. I'm going to whisk that together to give it a good mix. In a separate bowl, I have melted butter. You melt your butter in the microwave. You don't want to use butter in its solid state because that will require a lot of mixing to get it mixed up together. So I'm going to add my butter. That's 3 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm going to whisk that together. Hello, thank you for joining. Hi, Danielle, Martin. Hi, Mr. Bradley. Thank you for watching. We're making fluffy pancakes this morning for breakfast. So we whisk this together until it is well combined. Still on the dry ingredients. I love anybody would use almond flavor, but for whatever reason, anybody will use vanilla, sorry. I love the sharp taste of almond flavor, so I always do almond flavor. I just love that smell and that sharp taste I get from almond. So in this bowl that I'm mixing now is my buttermilk, my eggs, and my melted butter. So buttermilk is just your milk, and could be vinegar, could be lemon juice, but what I'm using is a ready-made buttermilk I bought from the stores. So if you don't have buttermilk, you can buy your one at home. So we're gonna scrape that in, and we mix. I like to clean up as I cook. Okay, so we mix that gently. We don't want to over mix it. While that is being done, I'm going to turn on the stove to heat up my pan. So I've turned the gas on just so the pan is heating, and we'll mix that together. If you feel the batter is too thick, you can add more buttermilk. What we don't want to do is we don't want to over mix. We don't want to. I know a lot of recipes will tell you mix your pancake till it's very smooth. Personally, it's my opinion, it doesn't have to be very smooth because we're not aiming for the flat pancakes, we're doing a fluffy one. I'm going to add a little bit of buttermilk in here. You don't want it to be too light, because then it goes flat, it doesn't get fluffy. We want that fluffy pancake. We just whisk that together a little bit more. That looks like ready to me. We're just waiting for the pan to heat up. Waiting for the pan to heat up. So this consistency is absolutely fine. We don't want it to be thicker than that. I'll be using my scoop, cookie scoop. You can use your scoop, you can use your spoon, whatever works for you. So I've got my pan on the gas. I'm using this because that's about the only reliable non-stick pan. I don't want it to stick, so I'll be using that. So what I'll do first is oil my pan. You don't want to fry with too much oil. You just want to brush off the pan just so your pancake doesn't stick. And then wait for the pan to be pretty warm enough before we start frying. For the kids, they don't like to have bananas on their one, so I'm going to make my own special separately. I love healthy pancakes. I love to make my pancakes with oat and bananas rather than flour. So I'm making this one for the kids. I'll make my one once I'm done with theirs. Mine will be oats and bananas. Okay, so let's start frying. Now testing the heat. You don't want the heat to be too high. Yeah, that looks good. So we're not looking for a perfect shaped pancake. We're just looking for, yeah, I'm going to put some butter around it. There we go. You can use butter, you can use oil, you can use the sprays, whatever works for you. So once this is brown and it starts bubbling, because of the texture, we want it to be completely done. We don't want to eat half done pancakes, yeah? So we're going to cook on slow heat so it doesn't just go brown quickly without getting done. Has anybody used this recipe before? Do you want to share your recipe? What would you use? Would you use butter? Would you use oil? So once the top starts having bubbles, that gives us an idea that the pancake is ready to be flipped over. So we'll leave that and then watch it. I'm thinking, should I make banana bread with my banana instead? I think I'll do that. We're just waiting for that to start having the bubble. I'm gonna check. Yeah, don't want it to stick to the pot. Yeah, okay. Feels like he's doing what he should be doing. So we're making fluffy pancakes for breakfast for the kids. I'm going to try and flip this over. I'm going to try and flip this over. Okay. So we're not interested in the shape. We just want a completely done fluffy pancakes, yeah? Hi, little Miss Nicer. I think, I'm sorry I'm not getting your name right. Tag. We're making fluffy pancakes for breakfast. Um, I've done my butter. I've used buttermilk, butter, melted butter. I've used flour, sugar, baking soda, baking powder. If you have any question, let me know. If you're just joining and you have a question, let me know. If you want to know how we achieved this, all right. So I'll flip that for a bit more. All right, so I'll flip that. Yeah, that looks almost done to me. I'm frying on the very low heat because I don't want it to get burned and uncooked. Okay. See, that looks very fluffy. We'll oil the pan again. I'll try and see if I can have 3 in here at once. Now I don't want to overcrowd the pan, but I'm trying to be as quick as I can. I just want oh, now that's coming together. I don't want you to come together. Let me see if I can move it. Oh yes, good. I need to move this too. Yes, all right. Yes. Hi, Stacy. We're making fluffy pancakes for breakfast. This would be nice with a cup of tea or hot chocolate or coffee. What would you rather have yours with? Let me know in the comment section. Let me flip that over. Oh, I love that. I love that. Let's try and flip this. Oh, no. Okay. Now that's looking good too. Let's see if this is ready to be flipped. Oh, yeah. There we go. We're not doing badly, are we? No. Okay, I just tried to do this around it to gain more oil. Okay. Hi, Stacey Paxton. Thank you. Hi, Lixa. Hi, little Miss Nasa. We're making pancakes. Okay, let's see. What's that my turn on? Oh, yeah, that's. Let me flip that over again. I need it to be a bit more brown. Now I like that. Flip it over again. Yeah. I'm slow cooking it because I don't want it to get too brown. Yeah. I want to retain the fluffiness of the pancake. Yeah. Let me turn on the heat a little bit more. Okay. That's taking a little bit time to cook. But if you see, you see how the longer it stays in the pot, the more puffy and fluffy it gets. Being slow cooked. Yeah, we're almost there with these 3. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, that looks a bit done to me. Just to be sure it's completely done inside, I'm going to put my skewer. If it comes out clean, yeah. Oh, yes, and it looks very crispy. So that is done. That is done. That is done. We go again. I'm going to scoop my batter. We go again. Trying to spread it out, but it just dances around the pot. Oh dear. Okay, I'll just wait for that a little bit. Just trying to spread it out. We're cooking on a very low heat. Very low heat. Yeah, that's for me. Yeah, that's for me a little bit. Let's see. That's what the ready one looks like. Looks yummy. So the banana there is for healthy option of pancakes. If you don't want to eat flour, you can mash your banana, blend the oat, mix together, put the baking powder, and you get the same consistency and start frying. I'm gonna be doing that later today once I'm done with this. Okay, let me clean this up. Fluffy pancakes almost done. I think I have about 6 more to fry. So I'll flip this over quickly. There we go. I'll flip this over quickly. Good. So I like to always oil the pan a bit more. Just add a bit of oil. I don't want it to be too dry, and I don't want it to be too oily. So I had my oils in it, just around it. Yeah. Okay. What time is it? Oh, 7:05. Okay. Look at how puffy that is. Oh. You ready? Where's your plate? Where's your plate? Get your plate. You're taking it, aren't you? You're having it. Okay, someone's ready to have their one. I'm gonna put that up in the plate. Oh, that looks good. Oh, you sure you're not taking them? Mm-hmm. Oh, look how fluffy and nice that is. That's my daughter. She's ready to have her breakfast. Enjoy. You're welcome. Let's look at this quickly. Oh, look at that. Okay. So the next time we're going to be making this, we will pay attention on ensuring we get the perfect shaped right. Round, perfect shape. But this morning, we're not on about the shape. We're on about the fluffiness of the pancake. Okay. If you're just joining, we're making fluffy pancakes. I've used buttermilk, flour, melted butter, baking powder, eggs, vanilla flavor, but in my case I use almond. I love the sharp taste of almond, so you can use whatever flavor you want in it. Generally people use vanilla flavor, but because I'm a baker I have a good idea of what all the flavors taste like, and I have a preference what I like. So I would always do almond over and over again. So I'm going to flip that over quickly. That's it. I'm going to flip this over quickly. That's it. Now put some oil around it. Just a little around. Yeah. Let me, I don't know, they're joining together. Oh no, let it get done a bit more. Let it get done a bit more. So tell me, what would you have your pancake with? Would it be hot chocolate? Would it be a cup of coffee? Would it be green tea? I think I'll do mine with coffee. I need coffee to kickstart my day. I don't want to go sleeping in the office. Yeah, I'm going to flip this over. Flip this over. We've got like 2 more to go. I'm frying on a very low heat because I want it to be well cooked. If your heat is turned up too high, then your pancake gets very brown quickly and you still have butter in it. It's not going to get cooked well. So you don't want to be eating uncooked pancakes. So you want to fry on very low heats, which is why it seems it's taking a little bit of time, but it's cooking slowly and nicely. If it's flat pancakes, you can fry on high heat, it doesn't matter. But because it's fluffy, you've got butter in it, you want it to be well cooked. So you'll be very patient when frying. I'm going to move that around. Yeah. Get a bit more oil in it. Yes, that's fine. So let's see what one of the ready cooked ones look like. Oh, look at that. It's so fluffy. Look, look, look. Oh, dear. Do you want to have a taste? Oh, this is nice. This is lovely. Nice, nice, nice. I kid you not, guys. Really, really tastes good. Really, really nice, fluffy, a bit crispy outside, fluffy inside. Very close to a nice sponge cake. Very, very close to a nice sponge cake. Can you have what, love? A plate. Yeah, help yourself. Get a plate. Take away because yeah, check in there. You can take one. Alright, so that's the last 2 batch going in. tastes really nice. Look. Really, really nice. I love. I'm just gonna move this out. That's it. Hi, Sharida. Thanks for joining. We're making pancakes, fluffy pancakes. I've used flour, buttermilk, baking powder, eggs, melted butter for this recipe. Okay, we're almost done. Almost. From Detroit. Where is Detroit? Sharida, where's... I don't know if I pronounced your name right. I'm sorry. Where's Detroit? Oh, that's it. If you tell me where you're joining from, where's Detroit, Sharida? Guys, if you know, let me where you're watching from. What's your time zone? It's 7:15 here in this part of the world where I am. So with the pancakes, shredder, I've used flour. I've used buttermilk instead of fresh milk. So this is a store purchased buttermilk. If you haven't got that, you can make your buttermilk at home. So making buttermilk at home is just your fresh milk and either vinegar, white vinegar, or lemon juice. So if you've got a cup of fresh milk, you need 1 tablespoon of buttermilk or 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. That gives you, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice or 1 tablespoon of almond in fresh milk. So that's your homemade buttermilk. So I've used melted butter as well because I don't want to mix the batter too much because I want this fluffiness of the pancake. So then you put your basics, the sugar, the baking powder, flavor of choice, which will be maybe vanilla. A lot of people like to use vanilla. 2 eggs and just mix together slightly and we start frying. Oh, you're joining from the United States. I'm in the United Kingdom. Nice to meet you. So tell me, would you make your pancakes like this? Would you make it in a different style? Do you like the flat pancakes or you want the fluffy ones? Personally, I like the flat ones, but my kids like these fluffy ones. So that's why I've made the fluffy ones for them. It's for breakfast for school. I'll be making mine later, but I'll be making mine with bananas, oats, and a very little measured flour because I'm trying to do the healthy eating style. Have you tried pancakes with banana and oats before? Is it something you'll be interested in seeing how it is? Personally, I feel it tastes better, I feel it tastes nicer, and it's healthier. And I can eat as much as I want without conscience, without feeling guilty. Okay, so I think I'm fine with the text, but let me just check. So what I do is I check with my skewer. Yeah, if it comes out nice and clean, then it's all done inside. So guys, kids are ready for school. This is what our pancake, our ready-made pancake looks like. My daughter's gone to school, she's at hers. This is for my son. Would you like to have a taste? I've opened this one. That's how fluffy it gets inside. You can see that. It's very close to a cake, isn't it? Nice. Oh, it's 2:16 p.m. You're going to try this. I'll be glad. If you need anything, just drop me a chat. If you need help while you're trying it, drop me a chat. I'm more than happy to guide you. And if you want me to repeat this recipe, I'm more than happy to do that. I could repeat it same time tomorrow for the kids. For school, sorry. So I'm done with the pancakes now. Thanks, guys. I need to go get ready for work. When I get back, I'll be doing something special. So stay tuned. I'm thinking of baking fluffy vanilla cake, or what's the second option now? Banana bread. So tell me, guys, what you would like to see when I come back from work. Thanks for joining. Thanks for your comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Sharida. Nice to meet you. Have a good time, and I'll see you later. I'll be ending the live now.